welcome to another week of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Japanese player here to get started. This week is going to be the week from hell, man. This is going to be one of the toughest weeks of Ether Raids we've played in a long time. This is me just on day one, first match of the week, recording after I just woke up. I'm sure that you guys probably are like midway in your season by now, or whatever the case may be, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a tough week. I'm pretty sure that or at least you've seen some replays or encountered Becky yourself, and yeah, she is very, very powerful, man, in terms of what she provides to defenses and how she's able to turn pretty much most defenses into walls. You don't have a lot of options in terms of breaking through them. So yeah, this is about to be a really, really tough week, man. Yeah, so this is my first match. Just gonna go through it, man. I have no idea what to look out for. Primarily, the problem is that because it's a new unit, I haven't really practiced and set up teams to counter, because I have no idea what people are gonna do. I know what I did, but I don't know what everyone else is gonna do, and I didn't get a lot of time, or I didn't go in. I'm going in blind essentially, because I could have probably like looked at some of my friends' maps and you know, take a quick peek at what they're doing, but I'll do that later, man. I got so much that I want to do. I want to look at Gatry's refine and see how he works. I want to go ahead and look at Uller. I'm disappointed that Thod did not get. I'm not even disappointed. I'm surprised that he didn't get instant Deadeye in his weapon refine. That seemed like the obvious thing to do there. So why didn't they do it? I don't know. I'll give him a swing, see how he performs. Not the biggest fan of Legendary Claude, but I don't know. We'll see how he performs. Uller looks like she'll be able to take out Ike, which is good. But yeah. First match of the week, decided to go. This team is now underpowered because I had to swap out Veil for Jimbro here for scoring. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to meet the minimum score threshold. I can't swap out anyone else for. There's no range unit that I would have put in this team that's bonus. Duo Leon is, despite what everyone else may say, still a highly viable unit. Still very, very powerful. Yep, the new Counter Control 4 is up and running, but it's premium fodder. It's not going to be everywhere. We don't really have to worry about that too much outside of SD. If you're just a regular player, you're probably not going to encounter it very often. Especially because CYL is right around the corner, so only whales are really going to be pulling on that banner. I'll probably pull.
Ready to help.
I'm not a whale. But I mean, I don't think I'll have like multiple copies of that unit to play around with of Lucia. So yeah, it's not going to be that big of a deal for right now. Probably later on down the line when it gets added to other units, I think they'll hold off because Counter Control itself was very, very premium for a really long time. It was only on Medius before they started to branch it out. So I think they'll do the same with Counter Control 4. If you don't pick up a copy right now on this Lucia, I don't think we'll be seeing it for a couple months. I think until at least next year or the end of the year. But yeah, that aside, take out the dual units, lock the team down. That is the plan here with this Leon. Same strategy as always. My only concern was the matchups change dramatically with Becky around because of the flat damage reduction and the healing that she provides. So it really affects my playstyle here. I'm wondering if I should bring Elamine, but Elamine wouldn't even fit on this team anyway, so you know, there goes that idea. Who do I take out here? Oh, I get Veil. Nice. I think we should probably take out Veil here, because the reason that I wouldn't have even... I don't think I'll be able to take out Sworn Mortis with, well, actually no, Leon could do it. But
By your side.
I don't know what'll happen next turn after he transforms. He might be a little bit of a pain to take out because of Veil's scowl effect. Yeah. That said, I do have multiple dances that have debuffs to be able to work through that.
Ever onward.
But I think this is probably a good play for right now. I don't know. Maybe we leave her alive. I don't know, man.
Ready to help.
Nah, I'm gonna take this. I think I get the duo dance with Peony, so I'm gonna take this and then duo dance with Peony, and then figure out the rest from there. Yeah, it works. Now, what am I gonna do about Becky here? Because
On the right foot.
I don't know if I've mentioned this, but she is impossible to kill. Like, really tanky.
By your side.
Luckily, this one isn't the Lagoo's Friend 4 build, but she is really tanky, man. Especially with the bonus stats. So, yeah, not fun. A lot easier when she's alone, so maybe that's the strategy. But this isn't the type of unit that you want to leave around for the last, as you try to get pots. You really don't want to be leaving her around. So, I don't know, man. At least Leon will get the sweep, or at least this one doesn't have the ability to counterattack, so there's that. But things are going pretty swimmingly so far.
Let us
I think, take the spot here.
Ready to help.
And then we take out Nurgle. And then see what happens for the next turn. Boy oh boy. Oh man, this week is gonna be so tough.
I will do my best.
Okay, alright, here we go. We take out Nurgle here. And then because Nurgle will have Essence Drain on the following turn. Don't want to deal with that, so let's get rid of Nurgle here. And let's see what we can do. Oh, hold on. Oh, shoot. Oh, I forgot to activate Leon's duo skill.
Did I inflicted it?
That was dumb of me. Oh my god. There we go. We wasted a freebie. Feels bad. Feels real bad, man. Let's get out of here. That was embarrassing. All right, man. Let's try to get this done again. This one's a little bit easier.
I'll do it.
At least I have the Erica team here. Ye Old Catria Ball, and should be pretty straightforward here. Erica and Sita together should be able to take this one. Yeah, should be able to take this one out. No problems. Just gotta get up there pretty much. It's so crazy that catcher balls actually have no value. It's kind of weird to say that, but like, unless you're running, I mean, even if you're running it with Celica, the 4 hits, it's diminishing returns. It's not as powerful as you would think it would be. Really weird. I don't know how to... I don't know, like, how to factor that. Like, even in some Nerdles, primarily in some Nerdles, I've been trying to get a catcher ball to work, but it feels like it's a futile effort. The efforts feel futile.
What shall we do?
Primarily because she's not like a threat herself, so she really just sticks around. It's like I'm carrying around luggage on the team, and she doesn't have mobility outside of the warping, so it's a little bit challenging when you're coming against like Mer teams or Gatekeeper teams or teams with Dragon Wall, High Dragon Wall. So I don't know what to do with her. A lot of teams in Summoner Duels have been going the melee route, so there's also that to consider. Which means that you have one less nuke, essentially. So I really don't know what to do with her, but even in like Ether raids, hearing her, like you're essentially down a nuke on your team if you want to run capture. You're down 1 nuke, and it's very difficult unless you can't put her on the front to tank because she's not very tanky, and if you put her like, you'd have to more than likely run a near save, and it's too much of a hassle, man. That's crazy to say. Running a catcher ball is a hassle. It doesn't work anymore.
All I've got.
And that's just crazy thinking about where we were just last year. Just last year, you could run your catcher ball and it would work out kind of, sort of. And now it's like just unusable. That's ridiculous to say. But yeah, I really wonder what they could perhaps give her in her refine, or as a refine to her weapon effect, the triangle attack, to make it feasible, to make it work again, because Brave damage reduction is not going to be removed from weapon effects. So, I mean, what do you do about that? Like, that's always going to be a thing. So how do you get around that with a potential refine to Catra? Unless she's going to like add some type of true damage, or...
Understood.
I don't know what they could potentially add to that weapon effect to make it... how do you make triangle attack better when the whole purpose of triangle attack is to hit multiple times so that you can kill?
Leave it to
but
me.
if the multiple hits just don't work, then what is the point, you know? Anyways, enough of that thought.
I'll do it.
All that's left here is Freyr, and then we should be able to get the pots. Yeah. Defense for last week, Chaos Season was hella fun. There was that one loss because the range of the team is limited, because of the number of units that I can put on a defense for Chaos Season. So, you know, you can only do so much, but it worked out really, really well. I was actually happy or excited going into the week because I actually got the opportunity to build a new defense, which is not something that I've been able to do for the past couple Chaos Seasons. I've just been rerunning my Cav line because nothing gave me any inspiration, and we also haven't really gotten any really powerful nukes to change the meta, or to change the defense archetypes. But here we go with the new defense mythic, and we've gone, or at least I've gone, from Cav line to a low block, as you saw in the defense replays, and it works perfectly. So yeah, units, I think I said this before, but units are just like bulky enough that you don't have to run a Cav line anymore. You can safely go back to your low block and have it work out just fine, because you're at least going to get 2 turns or a turn to counterattack. It's very rare these days that your opponent is able to blow through your entire team in 1 turn, because the defensive units are bulkier or have more raw stats than the offensive units. Or if that's not the case, because of the supportive effects that are currently available, most defensive units can retaliate and kill in 1 attack. So defense kind of is getting an advantage, but we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, let's play the second match for the day, or the third one in this situation. Let's see what we can do here. I am looking at this team right now, man. Like, I pulled it up and I'm like, this is an automatic loss. Like, the moment I looked at this team, I was like, there's no way I win this, because Tina, I feel like Tina has stocks have gone up for Tina. She is, like, I feel one of the most valuable units that you can have on anima defense in particular, at this point, because of the status effects stealing that she does, whereas her counterpart in light dark is Loki, of course, but you don't really have that aside from Nurgle in Astra anima. I feel like Tina is really the way to go for Astra anima here, because I genuinely have no counter to this, because there's 2 things that I have to be looking out for here. The AoE and my because Jimbro is bonus, everyone here will have bonus doubler, and that's a problem, which is why I was saying that this is actually quite genius, and I think a lot of people will do it, because passing off bonus doubler to your defense is actually really, really good. You see Ike there with the Celica ring to come down and punch me in my face. The problem with that is that Because of what this defense is, because of who the bonus defense mythic is, Ike is 100% going to get danced, and he's going to kill someone. At least the enemy Ike I'm referring to. And I have no way to go around it. He's going to get so many stats from the dance. The first dance will come from Mirabilis, I believe. And then the second dance is going to be from the best dancer in the game currently, which is that Ather that you see there. Jimbro does better when he's initiating. And just looking at the build on this Ike, I'm not even sure if I can take him out. He actually should have the Celica ring on this team, but like I said, I have been struggling with coming up with strategies, or I haven't actually went back into... This is all one go. I haven't gone back in to try to improve any of my teams yet, so this team is, as you can see, lacking in a few things. Missed that kill by 7, unfortunately. Typically, he should be able to kill Ike in one hit, but because Ike is partnered with Becky, yeah, the flat damage reduction on the first hit is too much for me to get through, which is surprising. I don't know, man. I wonder if you had some type of feud effect, if you'd be able to bypass that. I should actually double check that. If feud negates the supportive effects of Becky. I should really check that, but I'm gonna have to come up with a different strategy here because we're gonna have to tank this. I'm pretty sure that we can live everything on the enemy's defense. The only problem is that since the enemy's Ike has the Celica ring and I can't kill him, he's gonna kill me. He's going to kill me, so rip. This one's also a loss, but let's run it nonetheless. Maybe I can get, you know, a little bit lucky here. Yeah, let's run it nonetheless. Hopefully I can get a little lucky.
I've got this.
And then we can reposition out with Veil and put Jimbro somewhere. I don't know where. I'll just put him out of the way. I don't think he'll die in enemy phase to Ike, but I really don't want him to get hit with an AoE, so I'm gonna hide him somewhere that he'll be safe. Hopefully Veil can get the Scowl on the enemy Ike, so I don't have to worry about the Great Ether. But we'll see. Like, really, I'm contemplating swapping out Veil's A skill to Still Water or Crystalline Water, just because of the res. Whoa, what was that? That looked different. The dance looked really different there. He's doubling me, of course. Actually, Azura dance first. I was wrong there. Okay, alright, so the problem here is someone might reposition this Ike, or draw back, or whatever the case is, which will allow him to get danced. Tina dies. Okay, what happens now? Oh, there it is. And there comes the warp. He had two options there, and he chose the easier one. Unfortunate. I could have actually placed her over the other side. That is kind of lucky, actually, because I was actually contemplating placing her below Lumera. And if I did that, she would have been safe. But as you can see, did not work out in my favor there. And not only that, but I don't think I've been able to kill this Ike anyways. I think he's going to have too many stats for me to be able to take him out. What do you call that effect again? As you can see here, I'm failing to kill. The from Azura's dance, Insight. Insight is a very, very powerful effect to provide to... Look at all my bonuses, man. Jesus Christ.
Fine.
Oh my god, yeah. This one's a rip, man. There's no winning here. Yeah, this played out pretty much exactly how I thought it would. I wonder how many more of these are floating around in the meta right now. This is It's not a bad defense, but I feel like the opponent's strategy rests or hinges too much on whether or not their emblem Ike can survive, which isn't like the worst thing in the world. Emblem Ike and Becky partner really well together. It's just that
You know I hate waiting.
if you can kill Emblem Ike or the opponent's Emblem Ike, you're probably going to be able to get away. And unfortunately, I was not able to do that. I didn't have any other teams that could have lived the AoE. Lumera is only on this team, so it had to be this or nothing else.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Speak.
Also, I was like contemplating whether or not I should bring Myrrh, legendary Myrrh, into the picture, but she's so trash right now. So there's that. Let's get out of here, man. This was a big failure.